Well, let's go ahead and get started. Again, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mindy Deeble, and I am one of your blue diamonds here at Trinot, and I'm just so excited for you. I want to congratulate you. If you're brand new, welcome. Those of you who are, looking at this and maybe just have some questions, welcome. We're excited for you to learn more and see how you can take your business to the next level and really make 2025 your best year ever. I want to start out by just telling you my story. I'm so grateful for what Trinot has done for me. And here's what I can tell you. If you treat this like a multi-million dollar business, you can create a multi-million dollar business, period. My husband and I went from preschool teacher to building a multi-million dollar business online. It changed our life financially, where we created a life on our terms, meaning I get to make as much money as I want to make, work from wherever. I choose when I work and what I do. And that's what this is all about for you. Now, today, we've been able to do this, build two multi-million dollar businesses in this space. And it's not because, I'm a rock star in business. It's because of a system that you can plug into. And really, if you have a work ethic, if you have a desire to have more in your life, we're going to show you how to make it happen. We're going to go through 6 steps tonight and really how you can, make 2025 your best year ever. The first step when you start a business, right? And like I said, treat this like a big business. You can create some big things. The first step is really knowing where you're going. Like, what do you want to create? And coming up with a business plan to make that happen. So I'm going to ask you 2 questions. First of all, how much money do you need to make this worth your time? And I want you to write that down, because like the money goal down. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes when we first get started, it might be like something like you want to get out of debt, or maybe give to your favorite charity, or maybe it's buy that Lamborghini or get the big house, or maybe it's just spend time with your kids, right? I don't know what that goal is, but I want you to put a money goal next to it. What I mean by that is money is about options. Like, money doesn't maybe buy us happiness, but being broke doesn't either, right? Money is about options. It determines the house you live in, the car you drive, the time you spend with your family, the vacations you go on or you don't go on, even the quality of food that you have for your family. So all of us have dreams and they all are different, but the one common denominator with all of these dreams is that they're expensive, right? And so think about, what's that money goal that you have? Like, how much money do you need to make this worth your time? Because I know we're all busy. There's probably a million things you could be doing on a Tuesday night, but you chose to be here. So what amount of money do you need to make it worth your time? And then long term, how big can you think? So for me, when I first got in this industry, my first money goal to make it worth my time was 10,000 a month. Why I chose 10,000 a month was because I was a preschool teacher and I just wanted to be home with my babies. And so there was a certain amount of money that I had to make to be home with my babies. But then the second part of that is I wanted to bring my husband home a little bit more. And so I wanted to send some employees on the road so he could be home a little bit more. And I told my mentor, look, just show me how to make 10,000 a month. And that was my first goal. But then my long-term goal was $100,000 a month. And the reason why I wanted that goal is because I always thought, man, if somebody else could make $1 million a year, why not me, right? Why not you? And so my long-term goal was $100,000 a month. And I'm so excited to show you how you can really do that. If my husband and I can create that kind of an income in, under 3 years, that's something that you can definitely do. If you have a work ethic, if you have a desire, we're going to show you how to do it. So let me just pull up some slides here. I see that people are dropping in the chat some of their goals. I love it. There's no reason why you can't, but I'm going to show you a business plan to create that money goal that you set. Okay. So, one of the things that I love about Trinot is our incredible system. And we actually have a building block for you to run off of. If you know how to hit this first position in the company, then you actually know how to hit every position in our compensation plan. My husband and I are at one of the top positions in the company, but how we got there was just helping people get to this first position. So this is the first step that you have, and it's basically to get to this Jade position. Sometimes we call it the Jeep position, because when you hit this Jade position, then you qualify for our Jeep stipend. So the Jade position is just helping 3 people, bringing 3 business partners on, and then helping those 3 business partners get customers and associates, okay, to create a volume of 1,500 points in your entire team. So if you create a group volume of 1,500 points and you just bring on 3 business partners, then you qualify for this Jade position. And the cool thing about this is in your very first month, if you just do this within your first month. So like if you're joining today, as long as by first full month, by the way. So as long as by November 30th, you do this, then Trinot's going to pay you $1,000 bonus. But also there's other money on top of that. You're going to get the customer bonuses, whatever packs your associates join on, there's additional money on top of that. And I'll show you how that works. But anyway, it's anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 just by doing this within your first full month. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this actually in your first couple of weeks, but the goal is by, November 30th at the latest. Okay. Once you do this, now all you have to do is you help other people do this. So let's just say that you said, I just need to make at least $1,000 a month. Well, we just helped 3 people in your team qualify for the Jeep. That's $1,000 a month. Now, we have some Canadians on the line. Welcome, Canada. We're so excited you're here. You're going to get paid out in Canadian dollars, of course. Okay. So on the left-hand side is our US dollars, but then in Canada, it'll be about 12.80. Okay. Because it's just converted to Canadian dollars. So the right-hand side is the Canadian dollars, if you're wondering about that. Okay. Let's just say that you said, I've got to make at least $2,000 a month. Well, then you just want to help 6 people get to the Jeep position. So any of you that wrote down $2,000 a month is the minimum I've got to make, then you're going to want to help 6 people in your team qualify for the Jeep stipend. And that's a set monthly pay of $2,000 a month on top of bonuses and everything else. Okay. Set monthly pay means you can be in Hawaii, Bahamas, or home in bed for 30 days. And as long as you maintain that volume, okay, then that money comes in, which I love. Maybe you said $5,000 a month. Okay, that's the minimum amount you've got to make this worth your time. We're just going to help 12 people in your team qualify for the Jeep. Okay, and that's $5,000 a month. Maybe you said, I've got to make at least $9,000 a month or more. Okay, a 6-figure a year income, like I was saying, then we just help 25 people qualify for that Jeep stipend. Okay, help 25 people do that. That's going to be $9,000 a month for you. Now, I'm going to show you how Lori Allen, if you were on our line earlier, okay, she qualified for the diamond position, which is $17,500 a month. Okay, she did that in her first 10 months. I'm going to show you how she did that. But really, she helped about 50 people get to the Jeep position. Okay. But I'm going to show you how we're going to break it down. So let's just talk a little bit about this Jeep stipend, because obviously, right, the more people you help get to the Jeep, the more money you're going to make. So how do you get to that Jeep position? Well, it's very simple. A lot of people ask me all the time, what is the work in this business? It's just connecting with people. The more people that you get on an overview like this, or you send a video for, which we will show you how to get them on the overview tonight. I'll also show you how to, the videos and different things, tools that we have. But the more people you connect with or talk to, the more money you're going to make. The more customers you'll get, the more business partners you'll get. So this is simply a numbers game. It truly is a numbers game. And I'm going to go back to this so that you can see kind of how this works. Now, remember I told you that we're going to treat this like a multi-million-dollar company. The first thing a multi-million-dollar company does is they have a grand opening event to let people know they're in business. I know with my franchises in the past, we had the radio station come out. We made it a big event, right? A big barbecue, all the things. But now that you're online, okay, because you're building an online business, the very best way to have your grand opening event, one is a Facebook Live. And actually, we will help you do that Facebook Live. So your mentor will jump on. And really all you have to do is just say, I'm super excited about something. We jump on and we help you do that. That's one way. The other way is a private Zoom, kind of like what we did earlier. Okay, so get with your mentor and think about how you're going to get your business launched and going, because your mentor will work with you through this process. But we're just going to connect with people online, have a private Zoom as well. And the goal is if you can just get 15 people to look at this, okay? So either they watched your Facebook Live or they get on a private Zoom and you have 15 people that actually look at this. Well, if 15 people look at it, again, it's a numbers game. For every 4 to 5 people that see this, one will join as your business partner. So let's just say 15 people, you got to either jump on your Facebook Live or to get on your private Zoom. Then out of the 15 people, Susan, Lori, and Bob became your business partners. Well, now you have another 12 people that can be your customers. Okay, so you got 3 business partners, 12 customers from just getting 15 people in front of it in your first week. If you do that, and actually if Bob, Susan, and Lori all sign up on the Platinum Pack, then you would be Jeep qualified in your first week and earn that $1,500 to $2,000. This kind of breaks it down for you. If 10 of the 12 customers were either a Transform or Glow customer, that's $260. Plus, you're going to get $200 for every Platinum Pack, the $1,000 bonus. And you choose to get the Jeep, then you're going to make about $2,100. Okay, so that you could do in your first week. The goal, though, is to have a solid Jeep position. So I'm just going to bring this a little further, okay? And we're going to say again, Bob, Susan, and Lori joined your business. You got 15 in front of it. They joined. Maybe they didn't all get on Platinum Packs. Maybe they got on, different packs. But that doesn't matter because Bob, Susan, and Lori are going to want to do what you just did. So we help them each also in your second week, but it's their first week. We're going to help them each get 3 business partners and, customers. So let's say Bob gets 3 business partners and customers in his first week, just like you did in your first week. But this is now your second week. Susan does the same thing. She gets 3 business partners and customers. Lori does the same thing. Well, now you are a solid Jade position. You're rocking and rolling. You did that in your first 2 weeks. And again, of course, you made, anywhere from $1,500 to over $2,000. This kind of just shows you an example of what you could make here. Okay. So you're rocking and rolling. Now, you know how to get to the Jeep position. So again, we just help more people come in and get their 3 business partners and 10 customers. And you can see how this is obviously going to duplicate out, right? By week 3, if everybody in your team did this, you would actually be a pearl. By week 4, you would be almost sapphire, which is almost created the volume to make $5,000 a month, okay? Now, here's the deal. It's not going to grow exactly like this, where every single person brings in 3 business partners, right? But what if half of them did that? let's just say it didn't work out exactly like this, but 50% of the people actually did do, they each got 3 business partners in the beginning. Even if half of them did that, okay, you would have 66 associates join your organization in your first 4 weeks. And let's say the average was 200 PV, that's 13,200 in volume you created. You made it so that you got to Ruby in your first 4 weeks, created a set monthly pay of $2,000 a month. And the cool thing is that you also got the rank retention bonus of 2,500 if you maintain that for 2 months. And with all of our other bonuses and rank retentions on the table, you made $5,210. You did that in your first month. So I just showed you a fast start on how you can create it. And all it really was you getting started, qualifying for that Jeep stipend, and then helping people in your organization run for that and get their 3 business partners and 10 customers. And even if just half of them did that, you created $5,210 in your first month. And you hit Ruby. Right now, to get to that diamond position, like what Lori did, if you just help 5 people go Ruby or 25 people go Jade, okay, but let's just say you help 5 people do what I just showed you here, then you're going to make $9,000 a month or more if you're in Canada, right? $9,000 a month as an emerald, created a 6-figure a year income. Plus, because you joined this month, there is, if you do that in your first 6 months, okay, or by 8 months, you would make a $20,000 bonus on top of all this. If you help another 5 people qualify for that Ruby position, then it's $17,500 in a set monthly pay. And if you do all of this in your first 8 months, it's $40,000 in bonuses that you make by doing this. Okay, I just have to ask you, who gets excited about this? I hope that you get excited about this, because this is definitely something that you can do. It will take work, right? But if you have a work ethic, if you have a desire, I love that we have a system in place for you to win. So I'm so excited for all of you. And I love your goals. I love what you guys are doing, to make all of this, the goals that you have to make this happen. You're at the right place, right time to do it. So, I want to talk to, and this is our second step in really you creating what you want. I want to talk a little bit about what separates the 3%ers. These are the ones that actually hit these goals, that really make it happen. And then 97% of the people. Would you agree with me, no matter what industry you're in, whether it be real estate, whether it be, it could be the restaurant industry, it could be sales, it could be the car industry, whatever it is, would you agree that 97% of the people out there are living paycheck to paycheck, and 3% are making the cash, right? 3% are making things happen. They're top producers. They're doing it. Do you want to know what separates 3% from 97% of the people? Anybody want to know? Here's the deal. The 3%ers are just willing to do what 97% of the people are not willing to do. Now, you are showing me that you're a 3%er because it is a Tuesday night and you can be anywhere on the planet, but you chose to be here, right? So you're willing to do what 97% of the people are not willing to do. I love that. And if you take on that attitude, you can absolutely create what you want. But there's 5 key things that top producers do compared to 97% of the people. One of them is they're 100% focused. How many of you have ever set a goal and then it's almost like you forgot about the goal the next day? I can tell you that I'm guilty of doing that. 97% of the people do. In fact, in January 1st, everybody's going to set New Year's resolutions, right? But then do you realize that in that first week, I think like 70% of the people drop off their New Year's resolutions after the first week? It's something crazy like that. Most people they get distracted. Like, here's what I can tell you. We get super excited, but then the next day we still have bills to pay. We have jobs to go to. We have kids to take care of. We have things that can stop us from creating what we truly want. So focus is the key to success. And I want to tell you my story because I really understood this and learned this many years ago. So many years ago, I actually wasn't even in this industry. We got into the franchise space, and remember, I was a preschool teacher, and all of a sudden I was put in a position where I had to do sales. I had to go out and talk to people, and that was not me. And I remember thinking, okay, I have a problem, right? A mentor told me many years ago, when you have a problem, you can outgrow any problem that you have. You just have to become bigger than that challenge. You yourself have to outgrow that problem. And so I remembered that, and I decided, okay, I've got to outgrow this problem. And I got the book, The Magic of Thinking Big, because I knew I had to start thinking bigger and do things different. And if you haven't read that book, I highly recommend it. It's an awesome book. It changed my life. But in that book, it said, okay, you are what you think about. What comes into your mind comes into your life. And it said, make a statement for yourself. Get 100% focused on what you want to create as if it's already happened. Make a little commercial for yourself about what your life is going to be. And so I really took this seriously. And you have to know, at that time, I was driving a 1988 Chevy Corsica with 1 million miles on it. It had no air conditioning. I was super shy. I was not a sharp business person at all. Nobody thought of me as a business person, but I made this statement for myself. And in this statement, I said bold things. I am Mindy Deeble, a sharp, successful business person. I get what I want. I talk to people everywhere I go. I love people. I have products and services that everyone needs and desires. They want what I have. I own a black, shiny Porsche. I drive, I own a cabin on the lake with wave runner snowmobiles, boats. I make $100,000 a month. Okay, now anybody that would have heard me say all these things, they would have thought I was crazy. Okay, but I would say this bold. I'd slam my Chevy Corsica door, and I would walk into these dealerships and I would close everybody in the room. And it's because I decided this is who I am. This is what I'm creating. And you have to know that within 5 years of me making that statement, I actually created everything in that statement. I know that what comes into your mind comes into your life. I understand that focus is the key to success. And so here's what I'm going to challenge all of you to do. You have big goals, right? Write down those goals, put them in front of you, like have them on your windshield, or not on your windshield because you'll crash, but have them on your steering wheel. Okay. Have them on your nightstand, have them on your mirror, have them in front of you everywhere you go. And don't let the distractions of life stop you from creating the life of your dreams. Warren Buffett, Donald Trump, in Why We Want You to Be Rich with Robert Kiyosaki, they all say that focus is the #1 key to success. Okay, so have these goals in front of you as if they've already happened. That's the first thing. And I'd write a little commercial for yourself, like, get focused and start picturing those things. The second thing that stops people is not believing they can do it. Okay. You have to know that if you already had the thought, then you already have the ability to do this. Once you make a definite decision to do something, the universe always responds. The people will come to you, the resources will come to you, the ideas will come to you for you to create it. In fact, you've probably already made a decision to do something big, and that's why you're here, because the opportunity came to you. And the people will come to you to go create it. You just have to believe that you can do it. And I will tell you, I know that because I wasn't even in this industry when I made the statement. I thought I was going to do it from franchises. And this industry came to me because I made the statement, and it was the fastest way for me to go create what was already out there that I put out in the universe. Okay. So you have the ability It's not about your ability, it's about your commitment. If you are committed, you can create anything. The third thing that stops people is fear. You have to know this is going to feel uncomfortable, because anytime you're taking your life to another level, it's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel crazy. Okay. So just know that that's normal. Kevin Hart says this the very best. He says that fear, or that discomfort that you're feeling right now. Kevin Hart's the famous comedian, if you're wondering who I'm talking about, but he says that fear or that uncomfortable feeling that you're feeling right now, that's the dragon that's guarding the gold that can come into your life. So just go slay the dragon every single day. Just slay it. Okay. Just know when it feels uncomfortable, that's exciting, and you want to run to the danger every single day, because that's how you grow. That's how you win. You have to know I was scared to death when I first got in this industry. I'll never forget, my mentor said, okay, we're going to start calling people. Now that was back then, we made phone calls. We didn't do like Messenger and everything we're going to show you how to do. We didn't make little videos and send them out. We were literally making phone calls. Okay. And I remember my mentor saying, listen, all you need to do is start calling these people. We're going to make it happen. I was so scared, I pretended to make calls for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I literally pretended to make calls. Do you know how hard it is? It would have been easier if I would have just made the calls. Okay. But I was so frustrated when I left, because I didn't get any customers, of course, because I didn't talk to anybody, but nobody knew I didn't talk to anybody. That's how scared I was. It took me 3.5 weeks of being afraid to finally just do it. But here's what happened for me. I got 20 customers in 2 hours when I just attacked it. So action conquers fear. Okay. Just eat the ugly frog, slay the dragon, whatever you got to do, but just do it. Okay. Step 4, or the fourth thing, not step 4, but the fourth thing that stops people is other people's opinions. You have to know that you're going to go against the grain right now, because you're doing something different, something that you've never done before. And to get into the 3%, you have to be willing to do what 97% of the people aren't willing to do. So you have to know that when 97% of the people around you think you're crazy, you're actually on the right track. Keep going. My whole family thought I was insane to do this industry. In fact, my dad told me that nobody makes any money in network marketing, only the people at the top. My sister told me that somebody else had done it. They didn't make any money. My brother laughed at me. I already had my doubts because I had been in the industry when I was 20 and I didn't make any money. My mom made me cry because she wouldn't be my customer. So I felt like all of these people around me thought I was crazy. And I felt a little crazy myself. But I realized, you know what? If I buy into all of these people's opinions right now, I'm buying into their lifestyle. And guess what? They're all broke. So was I. So I didn't want to be broke. So when it comes to finances, who are you listening to, right? Make sure they have the lifestyle that you want. And my advice, don't listen to broke people, okay? When it comes to finances. I followed my mentor who had the lifestyle that I wanted. And I will tell you, I'm so grateful I did that. This guy was only 23 years old, making $100,000 a month. But I thought, man, if this young punk kid can do it, I can do it too, right? I followed him. Now, all those people that thought I was crazy, they all love this industry today. My dad is so grateful that I followed it and I didn't listen to him, because this industry has blessed him tremendously when he really needed, those blessings. I was able to give back to my parents everything they had done for me for so many years. My sister absolutely loves this industry today. It has blessed her. My brother, like all those people, love this. And what I can tell you is they will respect you when you go out and just do what you know is best for you and your family. The last thing that stops people from creating the life of their dreams is work ethic. So you can't have $1 million dream with a minimum wage work ethic. It's going to take work. But if you have a work ethic, if you have a desire, okay, we have an incredible system for you to win. So let's talk about our system. Okay, step 3 is you've got to take the products. Now, why is this so important? Well, You don't have to be a salesperson to do this. In fact, you have to know that if you think you're not a salesperson, you are. Because every day you're selling people on your ideas. Every conversation you have, they're either selling you on their idea or you're selling them on them. For example, on yours. For example, let's say that you go see a great movie. If you tell somebody about it, you just sold them to go see that movie and they went to the movie, you sold them. Let's say that you invite somebody to go to a birthday party. Well, you sold them on the fun you're going to have, and right. So every conversation you have, it's all about your passion and your excitement. The best thing you can do is take the products so that you can be more excited about, sharing this with people. It's hard to sell somebody if you don't, take the product. Kind of like if you were selling Ford trucks, but you were driving a Chevy truck, how many people would take you seriously, right? It'd be hard to sell a Ford truck. So get on auto ship and use the products. Don't let them just sit on the shelf, but actually take the products because you're going to create your own testimony. Now, here's what I can say though. You don't have to wait to start talking to people by taking the products. You actually have access to hundreds of thousands of testimonials. We have Facebook groups of over 100,000 people that share their stories about how these products have blessed them. So you can rely on those testimonials while you're creating your own. And there are people in our business that actually hit some of these top positions in the company before they even got the products. Like they ordered the products and they didn't come in time, and they hit that ruby position before it even came to them because they use testimonials from other people. But create your testimony. This is important. Okay, step 4, you got to get people to see this, right? How do you get people to see this? Well, your excitement and your passion and your conviction is going to, but there's also other parts to this, okay? Curiosity is really important, and urgency. So I'm going to share some scripts with you and explain what I mean by that. And actually, I'm going to do something in the chat here. I'm going to put some resources here for you. Oh, I don't know what happened. Let me get out of this. Something happened. Okay. I think you guys can't see what's happening, but let me find this. Okay. So in the chat, I am going to put some links in there. And if you're watching this on your computer, you can actually just copy and paste this into like a Word doc. Or if you're, let's see here. If you're watching this on your phone, you can actually copy and paste this into your notes on your phone. Okay, so that is in the chat there. Copy and paste that wherever you can. And then the scripts that I'm going to go through are actually in this chat, and then some other resources are in this chat that you'll get to use. But let me go into the scripts here. So we have these inviting scripts. And again, it's not so much what you say, but how you say it. I don't know why that's coming up. But how you say it, okay, is most important. So obviously your excitement is going to be more important, and you also being you. But these scripts have made me millions of dollars. I put my favorite ones in here for all of you. And I'll talk about my favorite. Like, for example, with close friends and family, we have several scripts here that you can use. My favorite one is this top one. So all of you have close friends or family that have already told you a pain point they have. Think about it. How many of you have a friend who told you they want to lose weight? Or maybe they've already told you they want to make more money. Maybe they told you they need to make more money. They want to get out of debt, or they want to spend more time with their kids. So I have a coworker of mine. She was a coworker of mine that every day she would tell me how she was trying to figure out a way to be home with her kids. I had a friend who her daughter was diagnosed with diabetes, and she was trying to figure out how she was going to pay the medical bills. And so when I first got in this industry, I called up my friend who was trying to pay medical bills, and I said, Kara, listen, I have been thinking about you. You know how you've been trying to pay Carrie's medical bills? I found a solution. What are you doing tonight at 6 o'clock? And I invited her to my grand opening event. My coworker friend, I said, Deb, I've been thinking about you. You know how you've been trying to figure out how you can be home with your kids? I found a solution. I found a way for you to quit your job. What are you doing tonight at 6 o'clock? So any pain point they have, I have a sister who's lactose intolerant. When I first got started in Trinant, I called her up and I said, Jose, you know how you have trouble eating foods that have milk in them? I found something that is amazing, that is blessing so many people. You have to see this. What are you doing tonight at 6 o'clock? Okay, whatever it is. Okay. Hey, you know how you told me you want to lose weight? I found a solution. You got to see this. This is unbelievable. I'm telling you, it's changing lives like crazy. So, whatever it is, talk to your friend about what they want and show them how. And then how you're going to do it is just get them on the overview. Now, you notice I didn't say to them, the name of the company is Trinant. You've got to go to this website. There's this, I didn't tell them anything, right? Your job is to make them curious enough to see it. Let me, as the expert, or whoever you're working with, show them what this is all about. Let us be the expert this time. Okay. So your job is simply to get them in front of the information and then let them decide from there. Now, in this group of links that I had, there's a 10-minute video here. Another thing you can do is you can say, hey, listen, sis, you know how you've been wanting to do this? I found a solution. Do you have 10 minutes to watch a video? I'm going to send you this video right now, but only if you have 10 minutes to watch it. When are you going to watch it? Don't send them the video until they tell you when they're going to watch it. And then you're going to set up a time to get on a call with either you and your mentor or a Zoom, so that you can answer questions they have and go from there. Okay. So that 10-minute video is there for you as well. Okay. Let's go back to these scripts really quick. We are almost done, you guys, but I'm super excited for you. Now, those of you who are just getting started, I know we have several people that are thinking about this to get started. Here's some great scripts for you. Okay. In fact, these scripts came from a guy who hit the diamond position in 60 days. Okay, so you can do this really, really quick, but this is how he did it. Listen, John, I just launched with a brand new business. You know, when I go all in, I go all out, I go big. So I wanted to reach out to you to see if you'd like info to check it out and be one of the top people on my team. It's a great way to do it. And then just wait for them to respond. Now, I got to say one more thing. Okay. We are in a messenger world. We are in a text world. So I still believe that them hearing the excitement in your voice is better than just sending them a blanket text message. How many of you have ever, by the way, had somebody send you a message and then they send you a video and they send you all this information and you felt like you got spammed? Right? Or you feel like they're just copying and pasting it and sending it everywhere. We don't want to be that, right? Nobody wants to be spammed. So instead, you can reach out by doing a video saying the same thing. Hey, Keisha, I've been thinking about you. Girl, listen, what are you doing tonight at 6 o'clock? You know how you told me that you want to have more time with your family or whatever she said to me. I found something. I found a solution. Okay. Let me know. What are you doing tonight at 6 o'clock or whatever it is? And then I'm going to wait for Keisha to respond back to me. I'm going to wait for her response. And if she doesn't respond within 24 hours, I'm going to send her another message. Maybe this time, instead of a video, I might just send a quick text. Keisha, did you get my last message? What are you doing tonight at 6 o'clock? I'm going to ask the same question again until she responds. Okay. Because here's what's going to happen. First of all, she's going to see that and be like, man, Mindy is like really excited about something. I don't know what it is. She's going to be curious and she's going to respond. Does this make sense to you? Okay. So you want to make them curious. Okay. So videos or voice texts, are the very best, or of course a phone call. Okay. But one of those three things for them to hear your excitement and they also know you didn't just copy and paste it and that you're serious about this is really, really key. Okay. Now we are truly almost done here. I just got to get back to here. Okay, so we've got several scripts. We've got a script for people you look up to. How many of you have people that you look up to? This is one way to reach out to them. You can actually talk about the person who's helping you get started. So, hey, listen, Denise, what are you doing tonight at 6 o'clock? And then wait for them to respond. Or you can just say, Denise, listen, I've been thinking about you. I have always admired your amazing business skills, or I love how energetic you are, or positive attitude you are, whatever it is that you admire about them, share that with them. And then you can talk about your mentor. Okay, so this is one, if you're working with me, listen, I connected with this gal out of Boise, Idaho, who's working on a business project that's massive. She works with a lot of people like yourself. So whatever they do, you can say. For example, we work with all kinds of professionals. We work with dentists, we work with real estate agents, we work with nurse practitioners, we work with holistic. I mean, we work with every professional. So you can just say whatever their profession is, you can say she works a lot with, nurses or whatever they are. When she told me the type of people she was looking for to partner on this, I immediately thought of you. Your business mind and hers would be amazing. And then you can say a little bit about the person who has helped you, that your mentor, like a little accolades about them. And then, listen, I told her all about you. She's excited to meet you. Can you jump on this exclusive Zoom we're having tonight at 6 o'clock? Okay, so this is another one for people you look up to. You take all of the pressure off yourself and talk about somebody else. Maybe you're having them get on a Facebook Live. I recommend that you do the Facebook Live with your mentor and then tag 10 friends to see it. So this could be this. Hi, Susan. I'm so excited. I tagged you on a live I just did. Watch it and let's chat ASAP. This is huge. I don't want you to miss out. Okay, very simple. Maybe you have people on Facebook that you don't really know very well, but you kind of watch them every once in a while. We all have those people. So we're going to teach you a system on how to connect with more people through social media and build your network, because your network is your net worth, right? So we're going to show you how to tap into the 4.8 billion people online. But one of the things you can do is let's say you've been watching somebody. You can take a screenshot of a post that you already loved on and that you commented on. You can put it in Messenger and say, Susan, listen, I've been watching you and I just love your vibe. I love what you do, whatever it is you love about them. And then you can say, look, this may sound totally crazy, but do you keep your business options open? And then you wait for their response. And then let's just say they say yes. You're going to say, great. We're working on a project there, in wherever they're located. You could say there. Okay. They're in Salt Lake City, Utah, or they're in Scottsdale, Arizona, or they're in Boise, Idaho, wherever they say. Okay. We're working with a few key people like yourself. It's massive. Can you jump on a quick Zoom tonight? At 7 o'clock, we're going to give you all the details. So put it in their time zone and get them on. Okay. Now you're like all looking at this going, okay, this is cool, but what if they have questions? This is where people drop off the planet. Okay. They get scared to answer these questions. Well, first of all, I'm going to say, don't answer a question that they don't ask you, right? Very simple. Just don't answer anything that they don't ask you. And your job, again, is to make them curious enough to want to be a part of this. Okay. So again, or to watch this. Okay. So here is how you handle these objections or questions. First of all, if they say to you, what is it? You can say this. It's a niche that we found in the GLP-1 space. Listen, I'm sure you've heard about people that are doing these synthetic shots. This is massive. We're not doing the synthetic shots, but we are in this space that's a $50 billion space that's predicted to grow. Well, now it's over $480 billion in the next 6 or 8 years. But you can say $100 billion or $450 billion in the next 8 years, because really it has grown so much. These were numbers from January. It's now like going to be massive. Okay. But whatever you say, look, did you know that this industry is predicted to grow $100 billion in the next 6 years? This is a massive opportunity. I can't wait for you to hear about it. And then say, can I count on you jumping on a Zoom tonight at 6 o'clock? Okay. Just go right back to what you already asked or already said. So you already said, can you jump on a quick Zoom on any of these scripts? Probably, right? Then if they say, what is it? You're just going to say it's a niche we found in the GLP-1 space. Did you know this is predicted to grow 100 billion in the next 6 years? It's massive. I can't wait for you to hear about it. Can I count on you jumping on that Zoom? And then wait for them to respond again. Well, can you tell me more about it? Maybe they say, can you tell me more about it? You're going to say, absolutely. That's what tonight is for. Notice I didn't say anything about what it is. Can I count on you jumping on the Zoom? Well, I just got to know more. Is it one of those things? Well, what things? Well, like, is this a pyramid? Guys, if this was a pyramid, it would be illegal, first of all. Okay. So we're definitely not one. But I'm just going to say to them, well, why are you looking to get into one? If they say no, you're going to say, great, you're going to love this. If they say yes, then they obviously don't know what a pyramid is. And you're still going to say, great, you're going to love this. Can I count on you jumping on the Zoom? Okay. If they say to you, is this network marketing? You're going to say, absolutely, at its finest. What isn't networking today? Listen, if you're on social media, you're doing this, but you're not getting paid for this. You have to see this the same way that I did. Can I count on you jumping on the Zoom tonight at 6? Well, I don't know. I'm just too busy. I know. That's exactly why I reached out to you. This is an incredible way to leverage yourself. Can I count on you jumping on the Zoom? Well, I don't know. I don't have any money. I know. That's exactly why I reached out to you. This is an incredible way for you to make some money. Can I count on you jumping on the Zoom? Well, what's the investment? 45 minutes of your time. Can I count on you jumping on the Zoom? Well, is there a website you can send me to? No. You're going to get all of the information tomorrow. Can I count on you jumping on a Zoom? Okay, now listen. The reason why I don't send them to a website is because the website that we have is a sell. It's just, you're going to see bottles on the website. It's not going to give you any emotion. Okay. Facts always tell, but emotion is what sells. You want them to, get on a Zoom so that they can hear the testimonials, so that they can, hear the emotion about what you have your hands on. So instead of sending them to a website, just say, listen, we don't have a website for that. That's why you got to jump on this Zoom. Listen. And this is what I say to close friends. Okay. Look, if you can pass up $30,000 a month, don't be there. But I care too much about you for you not to hear about this. You just got to trust me and jump on the Zoom. Okay. So these are all little tips and tools for you. Those inviting scripts are there. Just make sure you get back with your mentor so that they can set up the time for you to have your grand opening event. And then you're scheduled and you can start sending out videos. You can start doing the thing. And the goal is in the next week, let's get 15 people in front of it. Okay. Now the last piece that I just wanted to, well, there's 2 more steps, but they're really quick. We have an incredible social media system, which I'm not going to go into all the details about right now because you don't need all the details of this, but because you're going to get the training and support. But these 2 apps you're going to want to download. Okay. So if you don't have the Telegram app downloaded yet, you're going to want to download the Telegram app and then also the Shout app. Once you've downloaded both of these apps, then in the links that I put there in the chat, you can click on those links and it's going to send you right to our social media campaigns where you're going to get both. You're going to get content that you can start posting and sharing and doing. That's just going to help you be more marketable. Okay. So that's going to help you get people to know you, like you, trust you, and brand yourself. And then we have an incredible training, which I won't go into now, but once you hit the Jeep position, I recommend that you start following this little, thing that you do. If you have just an hour a day, okay. A mentor told me many years ago, 1 hour a day of personal growth, or, working on yourself can take all of your financial troubles away. So we've created something that if you just had 1 hour a day, you're never going to run out of names. You're going to get super connected, and you can go create something big. And it's just going through these steps. So every day we're going to show you how to connect with people online. Kind of like you're walking into a networking group, and we're going to show you how to do it. Show you how to market yourself by using the Telegram and the shout that we have there and creating a value post. Inviting. Okay. So what I just showed you how to do, if you just simply did 10 business invites a day to the people that you're connecting with, which we have a whole system in doing that. So you first get them to know you, like you, trust you, then you start, doing the business invite after that. But we'll show you how to do it. And then you follow up. You're never going to run out of names. You can create something big. So last but not least, we have a whole system that you're going to want to plug into. And each of you are on different, you have lots of different leaders that we all work with. But one thing is all of you are in our organization. And so this Power Players Facebook group that's in the links there, you're going to want to get connected into that group, because in the featured sections, we have all of our events and everything that we have going on, as well as trainings and support. In fact, every Monday and Wednesday, we do training specifically for you to help you take your business to the next level. And so like tomorrow morning, we have our Wednesday wake up call. Every Monday morning, we have our Mojo Monday, and this is just training for you to rock and roll. And in that Facebook group, that the daily training for you to tap into social media, if you just go in the search bar and hit hashtag the daily, you're going to find a training to help you grow your business through social media. And then last but not least, okay, we have your teams have other training calls and different things you're going to want to plug into. So get with your mentor and find out what trainings they have, what Facebook groups they have, so that you can get tied into everything. We have customer groups, like I said, that there's testimonials like crazy you're going to want to get tied into. But you guys, we are so excited for you. No doubt you can do amazing things, okay, as long as you treat this like a big business. And we're going to show you how to do that. We're super excited. You can absolutely hit your goals. Remember, it's not about your ability. It's about your commitment. So get committed, get excited about this, get back with your mentor so that they can walk you through your next steps. They can help you set up your grand opening event. They can help you get started. Or if you're not signed up yet, get back with your mentor. They can help you get signed up. And we are so excited to work with you. Congratulations again. Tomorrow